the Kramer of this show?
Hey, listen.
If Bonte is Jerry.
I know my audience, folks.
Does that make me George because I'm so paranoid?
Just don't say you're Kramer.
No, that's why I said.
Yeah. No, he's got Kramer tendencies, though.
Who, Shasky?
Yeah, I gets excited.
I know.
Stuff is happening.
Yeah, I can see him being Kramer.
I am shook. No, but I got a lot of George Costanza in me. Very neurotic. Yes.
I think we all have a
lots.
George.
We all got some George, but you got a lot more Kramer. Because you worry about the littlest things.
Well, so does George.
Yeah. George also was a player.
Well, yeah, that's true. But
he pulled.
I don't see you pulling like George. I don't see you. I don't see you pulling like George.
Is the greatest nickname of all time.
I don't see you pulling like George.
Wow, thanks.
Well, if I'm Jerry,
Hi, Michelle.
I'm Jerry, though.
Jesus.
Who's Elaine?
I don't know, Joe.
Who's our Elaine? Well, Lubman. Because he's dating all kinds of women.
He is getting after it.
And look, we're in a non-binary, gender-free society. There's like unisex restrooms left and right. So might as well look, Sam, you could be Elaine, just metaphorically.
Yeah, I don't like that.
What is going on here?
All right, I don't think I don't think Lubman's in the mood for that right now. I'll tell you what, Lubman in the morning, do not mess with him for the first 30 minutes of the show.
Shoot me this morning.
Well, I think it's a disaster. I think you should just
only when it's deserved.
Yeah, and it feels like that every single morning.
Shoot me below the waist, and it's not a felony. It feels like
that's the case every single morning. Hey, by the way, Ricky Pearsall is going to join us at 8:30. I can't wait for that.
Wait,
Ricky Pearsall,
the first-round draft pick?
Yeah, out of Florida and Arizona State.
Are we going to ask him about playing the X position, playing the Y position, and the Z?
God.
Absolutely, we'll play. We will ask him about that. It's football. X, Z, Y is part of football.
All right.
It's formations. We will ask about that, but we'll have a lot of fun with them as well. I do want to ask him about playing in the swamp since we were talking about the greatest venues.
Yeah.
One of the best venues yesterday. We see the Giants at Fenway Park yesterday. My boy Logan Webb, man, did not have it. The bats didn't show up either. 4 hits yesterday, but Logan Webb, 3 2/3 of an inning, gave up 9 hits, walked 3 guys, gave up 4 runs, 4 strikeouts. By far his worst performance of the season. And he's been on a heater. I mean, he's really, what was it, 5 straight quality starts?
Yeah.
You're going to have days like this? He had a bad day yesterday at Fenway Park against the Boston Red Sox, who are quietly 17-13 and have one of the best pitching staffs so far in Major League Baseball.
Number one in almost
ERA,
every category.
yeah.
It's kind of incredible. Couple quick things on Logan Webb starting. It's not like he got tagged off the wall left and right. There was just some really nice approaches by the Boston Red Sox hitters. It felt like they were taking pitches the other way, going back up the middle. Just a lot of ground balls that find holes. And then obviously the big looper down the right field line to pesky pole ended up doing him in. That happens. I didn't know, what was the weather like out there at Lubman? Because something that we don't talk enough about in baseball is that you're so accustomed to a certain climate and the grip on the ball. And when you're a guy that relies on heavy movement and lots of spin, sometimes depending on where you go on the East Coast, either it's too humid or it's too cold or whatever, just the environment can be different and the ball can feel different on your hand and you don't get the same kind of grip. I just kind of felt like it was a combination of those two things yesterday.
The weather, 52 degrees, partly cloudy. You guys remember in the first inning last night, he was kind of blowing on his hands a lot.
That's what I saw.
Get a better grip on the ball.
Yeah.
And I noticed that. It's like, he's definitely off here in this first inning. If he doesn't find it in the second inning, they might be in trouble. And he didn't find it.
He didn't have much movement either.
No.
Like his movement on his pitches just wasn't there yesterday. Maybe it's weather, but look, he plays at Oracle Park at night. You know what I'm saying? And the weather's not totally perfect.
No, it's
at
different.
Oracle.
But we have we just have a different kind of cold than what they have out there. Ours is like this wet, dewy. I don't know. It's just different. And you almost, when that ball is just a little wet, you can grip it a little better. When it's dry and cold, it can be tough. Again, I'm just throwing things out. I know Lincecum was the reverse out in the East Coast when it was super hot. The guy would melt.
It was a little bit more humid there last night than it is here, but
Yeah, it happens. I'm not going to make sure he had a bad day.
Yeah, that happens.
A bad day. I'm not going to. The weather had nothing to do with it. He just was off yesterday. It was off. He had a bad night. Like, I don't want to sit here and say, "Hey, man, the weather this and the weather that." And he plays in all types of weather.
Be nice if he hit too.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Not only did he get hit, but look, 4 runs is 4 runs. It's not like he gave up 8. They're still in that baseball game.
Yeah, I agree.
And for a long period of time, the Giants were stuck on 2 hits. And I mean, when you look at this lineup
they
right now.
had no hits through like 4 or 5.
Look at this lineup right now. Jung-Hoo Lee's down to 259.
He is not driving the ball.
Matt Chapman down to 222.
Oh, Chapman.
Conforto's now down to 266.
Conforto hit a couple of hard balls yesterday. The guy made a great play going to his left at second base at the end of the game.
But his average has slipped a little bit.
No,
Patrick
it has.
Bailey, 280 now.
Yeah.
Jorge Soler batting 219.
Thank God. Look, he hit one into the gap yesterday, and it was like, haven't seen too many of those.
Yeah, not at all. But 219. Tyro Estrada, 229. My boy Mike Yastrzemski, 228. And Nick Ahmed, 253. So you have one 300 hitter right now in this lineup. I know there's not a heavy emphasis. It's not a heavy emphasis. Well, yeah, Tyler Fitzgerald's. We got there's just two.
Yeah.
Looking at last night's lineup, Lamont Wade Jr. but Tyler Fitzgerald off the bench. Yeah, no worries. But I know batting average isn't the biggest deal in baseball these days.
To me.
It means something to me.
I agree with you.
It means something to me. Are you seeing the ball well? Are you drawing walks? Are you not striking out? Are you getting on base? That's what that means. And this offense, even against the Pittsburgh Pirates, what do they score? 3-3-3?
Yeah.
They're not hitting the ball at all. So this offense, we're going to give some grades here over the first 30 games of the season because it is the first of the month, and it's a new month for everybody in baseball. We're now into May, which is crazy. Wow, this year is flying by. It's May 1st.
You know what this signifies? May is the beginning of summer.
Is it?
Oh, it is for me. Yeah. Oh, it is. Tournament schedule came out. I've got to break the news to Michelle that we won't be able to do anything for 4 out of 6 weekends going from June 1st all the way through July. We got baseball, baseball.
There you go, is more summer.
No, it is not. Memorial Day falls in May this year.
Well, late May.
Yeah, it's at the end of May. We're at May 1st.
It's always at the end of May.
Guys.
It's always at the end of May.
Guys, I'm thinking about how I was in school. I can sniff the finish line. All right? We are in the summertime.
We're not
in school anymore.
We're adults now. We don't get summer vacation. We're working every single day. we may get a couple weeks of vacation, like the European extravaganza, or the Maui Wowie special, or the Maui Wowie special.
Hot Shots Part D.
Hey, but listen, the Warriors are not playing right now. The reason why the European extravaganza was able to get green lit is because they did make a finals run. It was like, we got playoff money. Let's go celebrate.
Scrooge McDuck over here swimming in playoff money.
What's the opposite now of the play and loss?
Yeah,
poverty.
Now it's hey,
maybe Tijuana.
Shine your shoes.
Hey, Matt Nahegan, is there anything I can do off site? Can I make a couple extra bucks here and there? What about these endorsements?
Do some guest hits in the afternoon.
Hey, what can we pitch?
forget Nick Friedel as the Odyssey insider. It's now Bonte Hill.
Right? Yeah, that'd go over well. How many times will Willard and Dibbs book me?
I mean, they need guests.
We've got the king coming up here.
They need guests, is what you said. Oh,
I was in need of some basketball takes.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my God.
That's a 5.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Who said that? What was that?
That was the Dibley. Do it again.
I was in need of some basketball takes.
Oh, my God. It was better the first time. See?
Well, yeah, it's always better the first time. But.
You know what? I'm with Brandon Cadiz on YouTube. Bonte got to start up a cameo. You know what? Maybe we will start up a Morning Roast cameo. How much do we charge?
I'm down with that.
How much money do you think we make if we started charging like $5 a hit?
Well, here's the problem: is that if we charge
probably about $5.
Yeah, exactly. We charge too little, then we're going to get flooded with dumb. And plus, also, you have to make sure that you're not. Someone's going to ask you to say something in a cameo that you're uncomfortable saying on video. Just be prepared.
Just say your birthday's booming, right? I hope your birthday's booming. By the way.